All right. I truly believe that we can get this under 30 minutes. What? All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so 1 through 4, 5, we're going to take the shortcut. There are some levels that we are going to probably still be going for 100% just because really up and down. I'm like some levels, I'm talking about up and down. I don't remember the any percent route yet. I'm going to have to go back and learn it again. It was hard to learn originally. Eventually we started just getting it, and for some reason my brain like doesn't have the memory. Yeah, we're hitting chattering teeth, which is like wild. Like we got like second try last run on the any percent, which is just like mind you, that is 6 near frame perfect like hits or something, or like 8, like absolutely insane. So yeah, we're gonna do the shortcut here because it's neat and it saves us a few seconds. And now we're going to do 6 through 9. Ambush, we're plowing through now. We're not going to be doing the all trophies route because we don't need to. And this is going to be about 10 seconds faster just there. There is a level that we are now doing. So, like, honestly, I'm probably going to have to blow out all of these best segments because they're all over the place right now because of how we've changed the route. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe the deaths and everything else, they'll just kind of like even out and we'll be fine, but who knows? But yeah, a lot of these levels end up either having us wait or doing the same thing. So it's like here, unless you have the dash, it's not really fast, and you only get the dash if you do it from not a new save file, which we have decided to opt not to do. But, you know what? Maybe we ask the community. We finally have a level. I think, like, the hard part, and I think about a lot, is that I do think there are games that, like, quote-unquote hate speedruns. And devs hate them. And then I think that there are games that, like, become so ridiculous. Like, anything with, like, arbitrary code execution just becomes so, like, freaking ridiculous. That's just like, what are we doing now? What is the point of this? And it also, like, there's like years of history and like hard strats that end up getting thrown out with things like that. And I think like it's worth keeping those. But I always think it's definitely interesting when people are like, oh, we're not gonna do, we have no, I think it's hard because it's like, right, I think speedrunning is all about beating games as fast as possible. So to say like, oh, the fastest way is not a valid way to play it is like wild. But I will say that like there should be a level of like respect to the players that are putting in a lot of skill and routing versus like a 4-minute speedrun. Like I get like how hard a 4-minute speedrun is, especially when it's like lots of frame perfect setups and everything. But I was listening to somebody talk about, I posted a video in Discord where I was talking about like difficulty versus like reward, because it like makes it interesting, you know? And like highly difficult, low rewards aren't worth it and stuff. And I do think a lot too about like Wind Waker. Wind Waker has super swim, and like when that got made, there's only like 3 runners in the world that could super swim. And then I still think like even to today's standard, like the invisible wall, like the wall skip, there's only a handful of runners that are able to do it to today's. So it's like, I think, right, approachability is like, hey, we have this run, do you want, and like you get a choice as a mod for a speedrun on which category of your game and which difficulty is like or like subcategory is displayed on the front. And I think that can drive people to be like, oh, this is the one that I should try for, you know? Oh geez, that extra jump might ruin this. Okay, we're fine. That was just weird. I wasn't fully looking there, and I was pretty sure I was gonna land on that, but we ended up being okay. All right, we're still in 11 through 17, and then 18's Poor Emily. We're gonna be doing the any percent route on that first try. We could go like half second faster there. I did like lose it. Oh no, it's this one. My bad. Why do I not have... Oh no, this is 17. Like, why is that one not listed as a... Alright. Nice. There is a way to beat all that, but I think you end up still kind of waiting, and it ends up being like, we're talking seconds here. Oops. 19, 20, and then 23. This one I decided to opt because I really did want to show off the coyote jump. And we still get to see it. This adds only about a second to go for those extra bolts right there. So it's, you know, worth it. Alright, this one we don't have to go for, and we're not, but honestly, actually, there's really no reason not to, because we end up waiting for that anyways, because we're not getting the cycle yet. Because you can skip that cycle and you know what you're doing, and right now I'm not sure what I'm doing. So we'll just get that first try, move on, do the shortcut here. Alright, second try, we'll take it. Moving on. What level is this? 23. Yep, we're going for this one. Honestly, I keep like looking at my notes, but it's like when I look up, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that we should have went for this one. Because like generally, like I have the same mindset, you know. There's a few tricks in this one, but we're talking like at most, we're going to save 2 seconds. Which honestly, I can save 2 seconds just by doing good movement through this. Alright, next one's going to be 26, which will be our flight to the island. Coyote right there. Nice. Really good. Piggy Bank, which is one of my least favorite levels in 100%. I was hoping to get the good dash there, but we didn't, but that's alright. Alright, let's not mess up some of the easy levels. I think currently best segment still has a death, because I think the 2 runs that we've done on this so far, we've died here, which is absolutely ridiculous. Talk about a level that we've literally been playing since the beginning of this game, basically the exact same way, even casually. So just like take the death is kind of wild. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, and then we're any percent running this. We're going to try and get 2 really good tricks. We're going to go for... Oh no, we're not going to go for fish skip there because I bonked. But we will be going for the good skip up here. And we messed it up because we messed up fish skip and everything kind of got off record. That's alright. Alright, that's how that should look. And then we'll go here. That was just weird. I kind of like panicked. Like, we gotta do the cool trick. Alright, this one we said we were going to get. And then next one will be 28. Alright. This is 28. 32. Is that what I said? Oh god. Oh my goodness. So close. Alright. Get the snoop there. Do some dash resets there. Make it up there. Make the dash up there. And then don't die there. Amazing. Amazing. That's not what's required on any percent. I don't know why I do that. We're probably going to be slow here. And we're okay. Alright. Not the worst, not the best. But, you know what? We take it. I don't think we go up here. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we go up there. I think we can make it the bottom way. I think that's the way that we... Oh, God. That's 100% what we do. And then we go like this. There we go. That's the fast route. I remembered it. It took a second. It took a second, but we remembered it. I had half the any percent. I had an early rendition of that. Yeah, this one we go for 100. Alright, machine room. Everybody's favorite Goldilocks level. Oh, God. Honestly, about the same as usual. Wait, is this 34? Is this the one that I said not to do? Oh my goodness, this is the one I said not to do. Because I decided, you know what, I want to do the cool trick. So I changed the route so I could do the cool trick, and we got it. Amazing. Amazing. Alright. I got caught up there. We're gonna be going slow, but we're still gonna get our pretty quick time. Not horrible. Not great. Nice. Alright, yep. This one we said we were gonna get. We said 36, 37, 38. Did I say that? Yes. I thought Tarantula was next for some reason. It was incorrect. Okay. This one's bad because I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the any percent route or the 100% route. But now we've decided the 100% route. So now we should get our consistency. Now we can move on. Every time I try and go back for that 100%. Gotta go back to our any percent. Bonk. Not great. Alright, this one I said that we'll go for 100. Because it's such a small time add, it's like a second. Honestly, we can probably cut this one. Wow, that was crazy. Alright. Alright. Don't count our chicken before it hatched. That was really good. Ooh, that was close. Almost bonked our way out of that one. Alright, getting 100 on this one. That was close. All good. Could have done that tighter, but it's definitely scary. Alright, not too bad. Evil plan. Dash into holding the skip. I messed up skipping that cutscene last time, which is absolutely insane. Alright, here we go. First try. Oh my god, dude. We legitimately haven't done that once, and we're just like walking up. We're gonna wait. I was a little bit behind going in, but perfect. We said 100% for this one, and I believe 100% for the next one as well. I was only slightly scary there. Nice. Yeah, 100% on this one for sure. Get me out of here. Make it past that in one cycle. Just have faith on this one. Okay. And moving on. Closed doors. Alright, hard level. We're going for 100% on this one. Honestly, this should be the one that we ditch. Now that I think about it. It's like, man, which level should we ditch? I could be... Tatas! Hello, welcome back in, beautiful. Thank you. I could do this... the any percent route, which would keep it interesting. It is 2 seconds faster. But not too bad. Alright. This one we said we were going for 100%. I think I got them all in my head now. I think I got the route down. Now it's just execution. Nice. Really good. Alright, let's do it this time. Let's get the butt clencher. I touched that. That's not what we want. Thank you, thank you. Not perfect, not bad. It's every time, dude. I don't know why it started just hearing Lady Gaga during this portion, but it's all I ever hear. Oh, I got really close to that for no reason. Okay. This one we said we'd get 100 on. I don't hear it, I don't think. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, we didn't take a dumb death there. And let's not take a dumb death here. I was a little behind because I jumped into that when I wasn't supposed to. I don't know what I'm doing. Get that before it rides away. All right. The bonus stages are like the true moment of truth if I did all the levels right. Because this category is not completable unless I meet the right marks. Okay. So far, okay. We have died during this phase. How difficult is this game, in your opinion, casual and speed-wise? If you have any experience playing Celeste or Kaizo Mario, like, this game's pretty easy. Speed-wise, I think it's very approachable to get a decent time. There are a few tricks that that are very hard and take practice, but once you get them, they're pretty good. But they're not make or break, I'd say. Like, the tricks are, the tricks are important for when you're going for, like, those top, like, 3 runs, you know? But outside of that, like, you can get by without them, which makes them more approachable, if that makes sense. I beat Celeste, not the DLC. Same. I don't have any of the, like, C sides done. I have, like, all the A, oops, and B sides done. So if you beat Celeste, like, this is very approachable, in my opinion, in that sense. Like, Celeste is a much harder and difficult game, and a little... but this has some elements of that. I didn't want to do that. I basically just did an 8% Celeste. Nice. Yeah. I want to go back and actually 100% it. Oh god. One day I should go back and do more. Yeah, like, I want to get all of the Steam achievements. But one of those includes, like, doing Pico, and, like, Pico, you just gotta, like, sit down and do it, you know? And that I need a lot of, like, time and patience because it doesn't save. That's scary. Alright. This one we're going for 100. Celeste scares me as a speed game. Yeah, 100%. Celeste as a speed game is insane. I think that Celeste is very much one of those games that has, like, tricks that separate, like, where runs are, and you can see it pretty evidently in the leaderboard, in a sense, if that makes sense. Because it's like you can only get so far if you don't, like, get really good at speed boosting, you know what I mean? There is a trick there, but we have not hit it well in a while. Wow, what a dumb death. The speed tech doesn't really interest me that much. I find it fascinating because it's like, it's uncapped speed, right? Is like its whole gig. And then it becomes super quick reactionary stuff, which I find cool. It was one of the games that I had put on the potential run for a while. I do follow a few Celeste runners. I actually talk about Tej a lot on this stream because I use a similar, like, setup to him. That wasn't perfect, but we'll take it. There is a faster way, you just dash under everything there, but that's fine. Alright, one of the hardest tricks in this run. My god, my god. Not throw this away. Guys, there's a whole subcategory of fan games, 100%. Oh, yeah. Super Mario World. Yeah, it's kind of, like, grown into craziness. Kaizo means rearranged in Japanese, so it's just rearranged Super Mario World. There's a whole, like, genre, but if you've done, like, there's a lot of, like, approachable games. Like, usually people talk about, like, Quickie 2 is their best approach, and I agree with it. There's, like, Cute Kaizo, Baby Kaizo, some of those games that are more suited to beginner players. Oh god. Oh god. Oh wow. Okay. And like honestly, if you can beat those, you'll beat this no problem. I think if you consider yourself at all a gamer, like a good gamer, and how do I put this right? If you've done platformers and you consider yourself like a decent platformer, then like you'll be fine. I'm not familiar with slightly above, you'll be fine. This game also, here's the other thing, right? I play normal insane because that's what I like. This game's very approachable because it does have other categories. I do think that could like use a sandbox mode if we're being completely honest for some players. But it does have there are categories in which allow you to take more deaths and damage boost and things like that do make it easier. And then also if you're really having issues, very easy, gets rid of some of the enemies in harder platforms. So you always have that available as well. So it's like, shoot! I didn't curse, y'all. We're getting better. Inconceivable! Lily is a really good gamer, just in a completely different subgenre than the rest of us. Versus Sims, which I couldn't even fathom. Let me show you the new hotel I'm working on. Ooh, a hotel. That's really cool. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. That was scary. Come on, sub 28, sub 28. Sub 28! That was my goal! Smoke break over, back to work. Tatas, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to seeing the world record beat and actually set for this. I think that that's a really good time. I think that is what we wanted. This is 100% the route that I think is worth it. I think that this is a good one. Yeah. I'm not familiar with... Oh, wait. Kaizo, so I want to be the... So, like, I want to be the guy fan games? Wait. Tech. What kind of games do you run? Mostly SMW. Oh, yeah. Especially SMB3, but put that one on pause. Yeah, that one's crazy. And it's got that late RNG at the end with the hands. It would make me so angry. It'd be fun for a bit, and then it'd make me so angry. Like, once we got to the point where it was like RNG was like defeating our run, I'd be so mad. But SMB3 is not how my brain works. 57%. With IWBTG. I thought that was gonna make sense. Oh, I want to be the guy fan games. I don't know. I want to be that guy or the guy. I don't know who that is either. Yeah, I now realize. Oh, a good gamer at platformers? I should take up Kaizo. You don't mind the RNG, to be honest? Oh, I want to be the guy is like a platformer. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm happy with this. I'm going to do some, like, I don't know anything about it. I've never even heard of it. I'm going to submit this to the mods along with me. So I'll submit this on YouTube, post that up. But my goal was to do sub 28. I think that's legitimately a really good time for this. It was what I was aiming for. I'm happy we did it in, like, what, version 4? It took 4 versions of the route. I think we got a pretty under wrap. 57%, like, semi the bare minimum. I'm sure you could do it with less. But yeah, I think, opinion, should I try and, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna pitch as Oops All Levels as the official category. I think it's really funny. I think it's funny. I don't know what the mods are gonna feel about it, but yeah, right, it's cute, it's silly. Oops All Berries, right? I think it's a good title for it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pitch this as Oops All Levels, and I'm gonna submit it, and now we have a run that we can put on the board. My biggest thing is, if you guys are a speedrunner, and there is a category that you like, and that you think should be added to a level, you want a subcategory added. The biggest thing is nobody wants to see a game that has a bunch of single runs across the leaderboard, or no runs at all in certain categories. So if you guys are going to pitch it, you should, one, always pitch it into the forum post on speedrun.com and see if other people are interested. If there is enough people interested, that's really going to help drive you, because it means that there are going to be more people that are going to put runs on that board. Secondly, if you are really, make sure that you have a video ready to upload for that, and then also explain why it's different or interesting compared to all the other categories. The reason why I think Oops All Level is interesting and different is because it's the only category that we have that allows you to do any percent on these 24 additional levels. Right now, we have no way to do all the entire game as fast as possible. So this is the only category that currently doesn't even exist, but hopefully exists soon, that is how to beat 100% or all of BZZZT as fast as possible. And I think that's like the bare minimum of like what a speedrun leaderboard should have. So that's why we did this. This was interesting. It was fun. Honestly, I'm gonna leave this. I do think that I can do better. I do want to upload either this, or we're going to either this run as is to GDQ next day GDQ. I also do want to upload a 100% to AGDQ with an all story trophies, similar to what I did. I might end up doing a submission. They are allowing for run feedback, but I do think, I don't know, maybe I'm ahead of myself, but I do kind of have an idea of like why I didn't get chosen and everything. But I do think doing another run with less deaths, world record pace, and kind of be able to do what I did in the original one, which is an 80% run with the ability, or not an 80% run, an all story trophies run with the ability to donate to increase it to a 100% run before or during the run is kind of the goal. I think that's fun, because it means that you get to show off a bunch of different things, because all story trophies means no challenge chips and it means no bonus levels. So doing an all story trophies, while it is one of the harder categories of the game, it would mean doing that. I do think also we could do this version, an Oops All Levels, and then do a incentive pre-run as well for 100%. Because I do think that that'd be cool, because then we get to show off mostly the same things, but that push gets to show us 10 secrets, and then also probably the hardest strats in this game throughout, which is within the 100%. But this gets to show off really cool strats. We get to show off almost, I think, all of the Snoop jumps from any percent in this category, which is awesome. We get to show off the chattering teeth with the near frame perfect inputs over and over and over again, while still doing really good on this. So I think that this category is really cool. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Next Tuesday, we will see what happens. I gotta see what this class is like, but at a minimum, the times for the next 3 weeks is going to change at a minimum. So it will be pushed to the right. For those that don't understand what that means, it will be pushed to a later time, possibly by 4 to 8 hours. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what this first week of work looks like, and I'll let you know. But possibly, I'm thinking next Tuesday, we'll be starting a new speed run of a new modern game, which is what Tuesdays are for, our track Tuesdays, called Neon Beats. Oh hey, it's Kara introduced me to it. It looks like a really cool, fun game. So I'm definitely excited to try it out. They are currently like 2nd place or world record holder in it, which is super cool. It's like free to play, I think. So I already have it downloaded. So if you guys are like interested, it's like a 12-minute speedrun or something. So I think it's really cool. Is that the game she had her friend playing on the stream? It is, yeah. Her friend was doing the first playthrough of it. So it's like you're like a little block and like you're doing like music stuff, and it's really cool. And there's different categories. There's like an all keys category and an 8%. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun. It looks like it's got some cool speed strat and stuff. So we'll be doing like a casual, learn how to do the speed run on Tuesday at a minimum. This Thursday, regular stream time, right? Or is it the first Thursday of the month? No, it is the last Thursday of the month. We'll be doing Spy Fox 2 Learn to Speedrun. So if you guys are interested in speedrunning, you're like, how do you learn this? Or how do you start this? Or what did all your crazy notes mean? You know, and like, why do you have a notebook full of like crazy speedrun notes? That's what we're going to be doing on Thursday this week. And then Sunday is currently up for vote. I don't have any challenges. Actually, I do have an email from a game dev interested in giving me an early access, so I might do that again, or we'll do whatever the vote says. So I'll let you know as the week goes on. But in the meantime, let's find somebody beautiful to raid over to. Thank you again so much for being here. GG's on the words on streams. You did really well. We got a 17, which is tied for our world record. Our record, I guess, our personal best, our personal record, which is exciting. Without further ado, copy over those raid messages, y'all. And let's find a beautiful human being